Lately, I think I've fallen back into the trap of switching from screen to screen for a constant feed of information or entertainment. And that's just not the relationship I want with technology. I recently decided to put some rules in place for myself to encourage a routine that has me on my devices a little bit less throughout the day, and most importantly, some of the benefits that come along with being a digital minimalist. But first, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism, frugal living, tech, and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you and you end up liking the video, be sure to like, and please osotogari the subscribe button. Let's get started. Evaluate digital usage. The first thing I needed to do to adopt these rules of digital minimalism was just overall have a little bit more self-awareness. This meant paying close attention to how much I was filling those quiet moments of what I thought was boredom with a YouTube binge or some sort of scrolling. To be honest, I was, and frankly still am, afraid to check my screen time. And for me, the point of evaluating my digital usage is to identify when and why I go to check my phone, when I'm not getting a call or I just don't have a reason to. Create a personal limit. And I love this because it helps me create a realistic, tangible thing to do to just reduce my screen time. While I'm currently pretty loose with the amount of time I allow myself to spend on my devices, I pretty much only watch shows or play video games at nighttime. Probably because the guilt I feel if I spend the entire day doing that, but that's a subject for another video. There are times I actively avoid checking my phone, like when I'm at the gym or doing anything outside, but pretty soon, I want to dedicate an entire window of the day doing this. Whether you want to give yourself an hour total throughout the day of no screen time, or just limit yourself to nighttime, the overall goal here is just set that limit for yourself and stick to it. Single tasking. This is quite obviously and quite literally the opposite of multitasking. Single tasking for me is a rule of digital minimalism that emphasizes the importance of dedicating attention and focus to one task at a time when I am using my devices. Times where I would have my email open in one browser and then Notion open in another, I would constantly just be switching between these two applications, not really getting anything done. There is a YouTuber here who I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, Lana Blakely. She once said in a video that multitasking isn't real. Rather that it's just switching back and forth between tasks, not really getting anything done, and that seems to ring true for me. Not only with digital minimalism, but life in general for me seems to be better when I focus on one single task until completion. Declutter digital spaces. And I've made about 69 videos on how I declutter and organize my digital spaces. And the reason is because of how much it's actually helped me streamline my work and my digital life altogether. A cluttered desktop or having a bunch of disorganized folders everywhere absolutely hindered my ability to be productive. By setting aside a little bit of time weekly or bi-weekly to go through my downloads, screenshots on my phone, or old text threads, I'm able to keep most of my devices clutter-free and ultimately less distracting. Change the way I see technology. And this one's rather difficult for me because I've seen technology as a source of entertainment since the Nintendo 64 came out. I had a habit of filling every moment of boredom and every moment of pure silence with technology of some sort. But I'm trying to change the way I utilize it. Instead of seeing it as something I need in order to be entertained, I'm trying to see it as a tool that I can use to enhance my work and just moderate the amount I use it for entertainment. Implement a detox period. And even if it's a very small time block throughout the day, this has proven to be very important for me, especially when it's done on a consistent basis. I need at least one period throughout the day where I don't check any of my devices. And this is usually when I'm at the gym or when I'm cooking, and it's proved to be beneficial for a few reasons. But really the main reason is how much I'm able to immerse myself in whatever I'm doing without being interrupted by a notification or a distraction. And I really just forgot what life was like before having a phone. And since I started doing this, I'm noticing how much extra time I just have throughout the day and how much time I was losing to these mindless scrolling, video watching sessions. And even if it's a really small period of time, try giving yourself a block where you're not allowed to check your phone or just use the internet. Analog activities. Analog activities focus on non-digital interactions. And for me, this is a really easy way to disconnect and only focus on the task at hand. And while my phone or computer can absolutely enhance some of these activities, it kind of defeats the purpose. My personal favorite analog activity is, of course, baking bread. And although I do mainly read on my iPad, going to the library and doing it the old-fashioned way from time to time is nice. The main benefit I receive from doing analog activities is that it forces me to slow down and just enjoy the process of whatever I'm doing and be fully immersed. While most digital activities almost always offer instant gratification or can easily be switched into something completely different in seconds, these hands-on things like cooking force me to slow down, take my time, and pay attention only to that, rather than switching to another app in the process or checking a notification. Anyways, these are just a few of the things that I'm doing as of lately to embrace digital minimalism. I definitely need videos like this from time to time, just to remind myself to unplug every once in a while. I hope you got some value from this video and can apply some of these tips into your own life. Anyways, as always, I appreciate the time you spent here and I appreciate you watching. If you did like this video and you like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.